I just have to have nature to ground me, and I don't feel I'm whole. I don't feel I'm a real me without a connection with nature. When I first moved to Florida, to me the Everglades and most of the inlands in Florida was just boring. It was just brown, boring stuff. And I was so wrong. Florida, you've got to go out and look at it, and then you'll start to realize how much diversity and beauty there is. You can be standing right there in the midst of it, but we don't experience it and we don't feel it. And the Everglades is so like that. There is so much more. The more you stop and feel and listen and look, the more you experience. And it's amazing. And wildlife too. We haven't talked about the creatures. I never was a big bird person. I've turned into a bird person. Now I paint so many birds because they're so beautiful, and they're all a part of what would the Everglades be without the birds. I'm still learning about the Everglades, but they're a wilderness, which is hard to find. Even state parks, there's the parking lot and lots of people. The Everglades, you get to the wilderness, and there's prairie where it's just wide open space. Then there's places like this where there's water and cypress trees and cypress forest. You can go down closer to the Gulf, and it's estuaries and salty water, and then the mangroves. It's magic. It's amazing. To me, nature always transcends my expectations, and I couldn't make it up. And I like to paint from nature and from my photos. I use them as references, because if I try and make it up, it will never be as good as nature. Lovely green ferns, like a skirt going around the bottom of the tree. It's like we get caught up in everyday life, but if you stop and listen and look, there's this whole world that was right in front of you that you never saw and never experienced. But you got to stop all the busyness going on inside to experience it and feel it. And then you realize what a treasure and a gift it is, and we ignore it most of the time. I don't think the rest of the states quite know much about Florida, natural Florida, and the Everglades especially. It is so different. And the Everglades is the only one. There's no other Everglades. It's just so unique and magical.